um, Kentico and Shalice. Sorry, I'm looking at these names. Kentico and Shalice, 15th wedding anniversary to Kentico and Shalice. Roll. All the best to you. And stay married, eh? Until death do you part. Happy anniversary. Condolences goes out to Alpheus John Ramin. Age 85, he passed away on Monday, March the 10th. So condolences to the family of Alpheus John Ramin, who passed away on Monday, March the 10th.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
I want to comment on Alpheus Ramsey. Alpheus Ramsey really ought to be addressed as Senator the Honorable Alfred Ramsey. He is a member of the Free National Movement. He has a very interesting political history. In 1979, I think it was, then leader of the FNM, Henry Boswick, fired Edmund Moxey as a senator, and he replaced them with Senator Alpheus Ramsey. But while they were on their way to Government House, the late Norman Solomon, another FNM, overthrew Henry Boswick, and therefore Senator Alpheus Ramsey never got the opportunity, to the best of my recollection, to be sworn in. So he is the senator that was never sworn in due to the major infighting that had taken place in the FNM. Only real FNM would know this. This new generation of imposters, they wouldn't know anything about this. I thought for historical reasons, it is important to point out that he was a great man, wonderful citizen. He loved the Bahamas, he loved the Free National Movement, and as I told you, Edmund Moxey, he was fired by Henry Boswick, and this was the replacement, but he didn't make it to Government House. The late Norman Solomon and others overthrew Henry Boswick. Okay, that's powerful. May he rest in peace, and I extend my deepest sympathies to his family and his fellow countrymen. It's powerful. Okay, my spiritual advisor, how is that? I bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
No, you see?
No, I do.
But you claim that you are an FNM. Isn't that
the Free National
Movement?
Isn't that powerful?
It's very powerful.
And then, of course, you got
indeed
a group called themselves, they're progressive, they're liberal, very liberal at times. The PLP, they're progressive and they're liberal party. I don't like liberals, man. I prefer to be conservative, you know. When you liberal, sometimes you open the floodgates and all kind of things just come true.
Okay.
When you're liberal.
Okay, my spiritual advisor.
All right, man. Now, Senator, I don't know what I'm seeing here, but I'm seeing where the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection, they sent up a notice of public consultation.
Yes.
When they do that, what does that mean? Notice?
Well, first of all, tell us.
They want to consult with the public.
Yes. No. Tell us what the consultation is about. What is happening at Arawak?
So the public is hereby advised that Wong's Marina is proposing to carry out a project on West Bay Street, Nassau, in the Western District of New Providence. The public is invited to participate in a public consultation meeting to be held on Thursday, the 13th of March.
Is that
today?
Yes.
2025. And by the project proponent is to hear and discuss matters relating to the proposed project. And so the consultation meeting will be held between the hours of 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Department of Physical Planning's public meeting room. It's at the Aventura Plaza, JFK Drive, New Providence. Now, they're going to have a Zoom link, and of course, they have the ID. You can always get that. I think this is all over social media. So, a general description of the project is as follows. You want me to read that?
Go ahead.
So, a marina is proposed to be developed at the western end of Awaki Fish Fry along West Bay Street. The proposed marina will comprise of 2 commercial buildings with 119 parking spots, 90 boat slips, provision for fueling boats, and will occupy approximately 2.5 acres of the seabed between the marina site and Awaki. The site is zoned as commercial with access to West Bay Street. The project environmental documents are available by accessing the link below. And they have this link, https://drive.google, whatever. So the general public and interested parties are invited to submit comments regarding the documents and the proposed project to the developers, environmentalists of record, Engineering and Technical Services Limited. The general public and interested parties are also invited to submit written comments to the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection at cec.depp.gov.bs. Now, why do you want to consult with the public on this?
Well, first of all, it's a public place. There is what they call it, the seabed.
That is going to come into question.
There is the fact that what they propose to do will have some serious environmental impact. There might be people at Awaki or nearby who are in objection to it. I'm shocked that we are only learning about this today.
Yeah, me too.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the first time I'm seeing this.
I think Bahamians should go to the meeting and they should engage in the discussion and then ask for an adjournment so that they can contemplate what is taking place, because this sounds like a rush job. And what disturbs me is there is a lack of what people call a sovereign wealth fund. And there are many things that are happening in our environment. For instance, SpaceX and the millions of dollars that I suspect that they should be paying to utilize our airspace. That's money that should be collected and put in a sovereign wealth fund. The seabeds and all the marinas, I think the government should confiscate all of the marinas, repeal all of the lease, nationalize it, and the proceeds should be used and placed in a sovereign wealth fund. And the funds should be used for the purpose of assisting in the construction of hospitals and other medical facilities, in providing free health care, free dental care, free eye care, things like that. I think that is what needs to happen, because if you examine the country, only a selected few and foreigners are tapping in and exploiting the natural resources of this country to the detriment of the masses. So I think that's what needs to happen, taking into consideration that there are thousands of Bahamians who have problems with their eyesight and there are no available resources. So these various natural resources, the marine life, the marinas, and of course, I'll have you to know that the Americans have been doing a survey, because they suspect that there's a lot of yachts coming into the country who is participating in a bunch of smuggling. All right? So, I don't know. But that is what is needed. People should attend it and see who the Wongs are, what is their corporate entity, and what is their proposal. I think that's what is needed. What do you think?
Actually, I was just wondering who is actually behind Wong's Marina. Producer, you see those two images I sent you? Apparently, yeah, this is a project that's apparently been in the pipeline for a while, Santa.
Okay.
And there are some drawings of it, of the proposed property and how it's going to look. But reality now is who is Wong's Marina.
But I don't care who Mr. Wong is. Bahamians should show up and see precisely what this is.
I have some images if you want to see.
Go ahead. Let's see the images.
Is it possible for you to put those images up first, please? It looks like a very interesting project, to say the least, and of course a very... Huh? If it's a leak? I don't know. But you can put it up. It's a very interesting development. If it is approved, it's going to do something for the West Bay Street. There it is. That's the proposed plan. 19 slips, Senator. So it's going to bring some business.
Are they going to dredge again?
I don't know. You
What
have
they gonna do?
have images of the building. The proposed two buildings is going to be erected. Senator, there you go.
Yeah. I'm suspicious of those who wish to dredge. I'm very, very
Yeah, but it's a
suspicious.
very interesting project.
Let's find out some information. We come back and deal with it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank you,
We'll see
producer.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. May I go to a topic?
go ahead.
Press reports are that there is a rise in a new sexually transmitted disease. And I think it's very important that the public becomes aware of it, that young people in particular becomes aware of it. Are you able to pronounce this big word here? That word there.
Chlamydia.
Okay.
Chlamydia.
Help me to pronounce it because it's very big.
CHL.
Don't spell it for me. Help me to pronounce it. Go ahead. Break it down.
I
and tell
hope
me how.
I'm. Is it
My
chlamydia?
spiritual advisor, you
Hold on,
pronounce
hold
it
on.
correctly. Help me to help me.
I'm right. Chlamydia.
All right.
Okay.
Say it slowly
You know, so let me
so I
ask.
can repeat.
Producer, I know you're
Goodness
young,
of my
and
soul.
I want to ask this to you because you're young. Is that the same as the claps? That's the old.
That is not true.
Senator, remember you?
Why would you ask that young man who's under 30 when I'm here?
Right. You know something? I should ask you that because
Ask
remember
me.
when we were small,
Not when we were small. Because when we
the
were
old
small,
man used to say, "Man, I got thingam."
what you just described is called gonorrhea.
So what's the claps?
Gonorrhea.
Oh, so chlamydia ain't the claps. Okay.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't know.
Now, pronounce the word for me again.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
Yeah,
It's
chlamydia.
beautiful. So we have a rise in chlamydia. It's a sexually transmitted disease. And our young people should stop their promiscuity. In 2016 or 2015, I had the honor to be invited to a barber. And when I got there, there were plenty young men of mating ages. And the next thing I know, they wanted to discuss the various sexually transmitted diseases. So I said to them, you know something? Let me find you an expert. And I found for them Dr. Dwayne Sands, who came, spoke to them, and perhaps even showed them, if I remember correctly, how they could determine if they were, diseased. And I think that is what is needed. We need some town hall meetings to talk to our young men, to talk with our young women, and to encourage them to find one partner and to encourage them and their partner just before they get married to go and have sexually transmitted diseases tests. And then once they find that they are free of it, get married and enjoy themselves. So chlamydia is on the rise, and let's see what is being reported, because I think it's very, very important. Chlamydia rise sparks alert on sex infection. Health officials are raising alarms about a sharp increase in chlamydia cases that experts warn, if left unaddressed, could lead to a rise in other STDs and HIV. There were 131 laboratory confirmed cases of chlamydia in February 2025, a significant surge from previous months. Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville and Dr. Nakia Forbes, Director of the National HIV/AIDS and Infectious Disease Program, called for, what did they call for? Urgent action during a press conference yesterday. The uptick in cases is a cause for concern, as chlamydia is one of the most common STDs. Dr. Darville said, when left untreated, it can lead to serious health complications. So folks, talk to your sons and your daughter. The diseases are rising. This is Freedom March. God save the health of young people. May they act responsibly. Get married before, get tests, get married, and be safe. I'll be right back after the break. Hold on.
Do you have something to say to the Senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monter, only on ILTV.
Enjoy zero-down financing on your next visit to Montague Motors. Our selection of cars come included with license, inspection, and a 3-month warranty. And with our easy 24 hours financing, you will be on the road in up to 48 hours. What makes Montague Motors different? We inspect our cars in Japan, providing you with the best quality purchase. Visit Montague Motors today, number 6 Village Road. Call or check our Facebook page for more information.
Who are the boss for dancer?
International events and production. Alive, Bahamas Air, Everybody Wins Live, and Field of Vibes Bahamas Weekend presents
the Evolution Concert on Saturday, March 29th at Clifford Park, featuring Vibes Cartel and Friends.
Bahamas, Nassau, where it's Saturday the 29th of March.
It's one of the biggest events to hit the shores of Nassau, Bahamas.
Get ready for Adi the Teacher, the Dancehall King, aka the World Boss, Vibes Cartel.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shot.
Log into our official airline Bahamas Air for travel specials. It gets better. We're also giving away a brand new Cybertruck.
And up to $50,000 in cash and prizes at the concert. Compliments of Everybody Wins Live.
Log into our website, feelthevibesweekend.com.
For tickets, tables, skyboxes, and more info.
Visit Ticket Flair or email intlevents242@gmail.com.
WhatsApp or call 1242-808-2369.
I remember Cartel, I got it.
is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And all that I'm asking is for the Bahamas and America to work together in love and unity. Tanya, are you there? Hello, Tanya.
Good afternoon, Rodney Muncan. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor. It's your girl Tanya coming to you live from Shop Smart Department Store, where we say we're here for you for whatever season of your life and for everyday living. Yes, yes, yes. We have still got 70% off all of our St. Patrick's Day items. Everybody has been coming in and taking advantage of our sale. Yes, all of the shout outs have been coming in and going out to the Queen's College Comets who won the BAISS. And the folks are just coming in here and they're getting all of the green items from the socks to the suspenders to the glasses. They're even getting the green bubbles, Mr. Munker. But you know, we say we're here for you for the seasons. So they are taking advantage of everything we have for Easter, from the teddy bears to the decor, from the grass to all of the toys and stuff to go inside of the basket. We have also got all of the basket wraps for you. We've got we've got the basket wraps, we've got the grass. We have got everything you need right here at Shop Smart, because we are known as the Miracle on Mackey, 10,000 square feet of pure shopping bliss. Mr. Munker, we are having March Madness here. So not only do we have the 70% off of St. Patrick's Day items, but we have also got all of the jewelry in the store. All of our jewelry in the store is only $5. That includes all of your earrings, your necklaces, all of our watches, whatever piece of jewelry you come in the store and you see, you can get them for $5. Yes, you can also get 5 pieces of clothing for $25. So we say you're bougie on a budget, you get a nice outfit as well as your jewelry. Only right here at Shop Smart Department Store. So come on down. We're open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your shopping convenience. Mr. Manka, spiritual advisor, you enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Tanya.
Tanya. You are so wonderful. It's powerful, my spiritual advisor.
Are your dogs hungry and tired of low-quality food? Give them the best in modernistic. We carry all the top brands. Taste of the Wild, Diamond Naturals, Victor, and Nukshuk at the lowest prices in town. On a budget, we've got 50-pound bags starting at just $49. And for a limited time, buy any large bag of dog food and get a $10 coupon redeemable on select dog toys and treats. If you can't make it in, shop online at www.modernisticgarden.com and we'll deliver right to your door. Your pet deserves quality, your wallet deserves savings. Shop in store or shop online. Hurry, offer won't last.
This is powerful. So, folks, as we get ready to open the radio, I have a lot to give God thanks for. I've told you I have an urgent need for a surgery, and I thank God that the funds all has been provided. So God is good, and so if it's God's will, tomorrow these funds will be dispatched so that I can be prepared for this surgery. My spiritual advisor, if it pleases you, you may now open
the lines.
Phone line.
All right, so the lines are open. The numbers are 323-7775, 698-0775. Sorry, and of course 698-0776. You can call us now. Lines open early. And don't forget, when you call us, to just turn your radio and your televisions down. The numbers are 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. Senator, we failed to mention that in the paper today, there's another suicide attempt.
Really?
And I specifically told you that under this government, it seems as if there are a lot of people committing suicide.
Wow.
We have another one again in the papers.
Who?
So what's going on?
What area is this? Is it a male? Is it a female?
I
And
think
will you continue to make politics over mental
But
health
don't forget now,
issues?
you say everything is politics, eh?
But I
forget.
expect you to be, sensitive.
Yeah, so what is happening with all of these suicide attempts, man?
Where?
As a matter of
Where's
fact,
this one? When did this one take
okay,
place? And where?
okay, let me get it for you. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Go ahead, in the meantime.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marco,
Sir,
the Member of Parliament for Elizabeth and Minister of Energy, Ms. Robert Colby, along with the CEO at BPL, who is also a woman, should be given praise and thanks for the hard work they are doing at BPL and for achieving the lowest light bill in the country
wow.
in recent years.
That is so true.
And also for preventing the union from striking like they used to.
This is powerful.
Mr. Manka,
Sir,
on capital punishment,
yes.
I find it interesting that the Prime Minister would comment on just about everything. But on capital punishment, we can't hear from him. And I am not surprised, because the last man to go to the gallows was David Mitchell and his lawyer, who plead before the court to save Mr. Mitchell's life, was Bruce Davis. And members of Parliament refused to listen to the people who cried. But God save the King.
God save the King, my Negro brother. I thank you for your comments.
So this suicide, Royal Palm Street, it's a male, 40 years old.
Okay.
Relatives came home and found him hanging in his room.
Hanging in his room.
Yeah,
But
so I mean, it's very unfortunate.
they saved him.
No,
Or did he die?
I think he died.
Really?
Yeah, I think he
I
died.
didn't hear that one.
I think he died.
So it's tragic,
Yeah.
the many deaths. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm always suspicious of suicides. I don't accept them until there's real evidence, because our people don't normally do it. I'm not saying there are no exceptions. We've had prominent people in our societies who have attempted suicide. One of the leading FNMs, he attempted suicide. He slit his wrist. Many of you were very, very young, but he slit his wrist. But we saved him, and I thank God that his life was saved. It just tells you the many emotional issues affecting the country. Go ahead.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Are you there, caller? 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Yes, hello.
Good afternoon.
I want to talk to Mr. Manka.
Go ahead.
Rodney,
Sir,
do you remember that tire shop on the opposite side of Rubendale Lane and Portiana Drive?
yes, I do.
And you remember Dr. used to be there?
Well, he was not a doctor. He was.
A male nice.
He was.
A male nice.
Let me tell you what he was. He was a gas technician. Go ahead.
Okay. Now you have 3 diseases down in your private part. One is called chlamydia, which is claps, and then you have gonorrhea and syphilis.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, comrade.
All right.
Okay.
323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon, spiritual advisor. Good afternoon, Mr. Manka.
Sir.
Good afternoon.
Pertaining to Mr. Manka, pertaining to that embargo.
Yes.
Getting to that embargo on Cuba.
Yes.
Now, Trump, I believe that embargo would never, only God would lift that off of Cuba. Because my take on that is that America don't like how Castro pulled a trick on them.
Really?
You see, most of the Caribbean, we are protectorate countries. And Cuba was really a jewel of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Now, the Spanish had Cuba. So, America, they didn't want Cuba. So what America did, what Castro did, he didn't want to run out the Spanish, so he made a deal with the Americans to get the Spanish out.
To overthrow Batista.
Exactly.
Okay.
And after that, they made the deal. Apparently, what happened is that Castro put a trick on the Americans.
Yeah,
because he found out that the Americans really want to take over Cuba too.
Yeah, so he turned on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what happened? Castro run out the Americans out of Cuba. So now they were mad with Castro for doing that.
Yeah.
So this is why this embargo, that could be there forever. And like what really happened, you see, America did want Cuba because like Cuba, the French had Haiti, the Spanish had Cuba. Now the French, the Haiti run the French, the Haitians run the French over to Haiti, and they show them how to do it. They show the Cubans how to do it, how to get independent. So after they did that, then the Cubans, they had this revolutionary Che Guevara, him and Castro, they get rid of the Spanish. So now the Americans, they'll always be mad with the Cubans.
I think you
Because
have.
they did
Hold
want
on a
Cuba.
second now. I've given you a long run. Your history is confusing. The Cubans did not run the Americans out of Cuba. They run Baptista and the Italian mob name and the mafia out of
Chicago.
out of Cuba. And I think America and Spain had some battle. I don't remember it too clearly, but some of your information isn't totally accurate.
But
Yeah, you see,
But generally, you have no idea because apparently Cuba was supposed, the way it was designed, it was supposed to be in the jewel of the Caribbean because all the casinos and all the major car companies were basically in Cuba, but they were actually shut down once, Castro.
yeah, but you see what happened is that the Americans, when they went into Cuba, they started, they get a whole lot of the land and put in a whole lot of business, and they put a casino there also.
Yeah, that was the mob. That was the gangsters, Meyer Lansky, and that set across.
But some of the major American car companies are down there too.
Thank you very much for your comments.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
Yeah. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello?
Go ahead, call you live.
Yeah, hey, Special Advisor Rodney Mongo.
Sir.
Yeah, Rodney, I heard you mention about that scientist from SpaceX.
Yes.
Yeah, I also heard that she have a contract with the Ministry of Tourism. You heard that?
No, I've not heard that yet, but tell me about it.
Find out what's going on. I heard that she have a contract with the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, caller. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. Are you there, caller?
Hello?
Welcome to Freedom March.
Hello?
Welcome to Freedom March, caller.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Talk to us.
Yes,
minutes radio
yes, the little spot, the spot between, the spot between America and Cuba was called Day of the Pigs.
Okay, that would have happened on the 17th of April,
It's an
That's
invasion.
with Batista.
1961.
It was an invasion planned by the CIA. Poorly planned by the CIA, actually.
That's what brought on the embargo.
Yeah, they didn't recognize how well
Okay.
supported Castro was.
I'm going to ask the Americans what brought it on, okay? Perhaps I might invite one or two of them on the show from the U.S. Embassy so they could tell me what brought
Yes.
it on. How does it sound?
You know what the purpose of the Bay of Pigs was, right?
Okay, that sounds good, man.
They was trying to overthrow
you.
Castro.
Thank you, my
Anyhow.
brother.
All right,
Take
take
it
your
care.
caller. He got his radio on. All right, producer, could you put that flyer up for those who may be contemplating suicide? The Royal Bahamas Police Force is reaching out to you, and what they're doing is they want you to understand that you're not alone in your fight as you contemplate suicide. And so the Royal Bahamas Police Force wants you to talk to somebody. All right, suicide prevention is everybody's business. So on board with the police emergency is the Crisis Center, which is on Shirley Street. The number is 328-0922. Police emergency 919 or 911 or www.royalbahamaspolice.org. And there's also the Adolescent Center on School Lane 328-3248. So please. The Royal Bahamas Police Force is creating safer communities, and if you are contemplating suicide, please, you must remember that you're not alone. You don't have to face it alone. You can reach out and talk to somebody, all right? Please, we beg you, suicide is not the way out. It's a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Always remember that. Suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Thank you, producer. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Mr. Monica, the reserve officers have not gotten paid for
They've not been
January.
paid?
Yeah.
Have they
That's it.
complained to the
This is now March.
to the new Commissioner of Police?
I don't know. They're hearing you. They sent the text, so they're hearing you.
Please complain to the new Commissioner of Police, and let's see what happens there. In the meantime, I shall pass this information to the Minister responsible for national security. Is there another call at the moment? Okay. Since there's no call, hold the line. You have some photographs where the Prime Minister was in the Carmichael Road community, urban renewal. Pardon? Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Yes, good day.
Good day.
I was at Potter's Key in the women's bathroom.
Yes.
None of the bathrooms are working.
Really?
Now, I spoke to a man, and he said a man was working, but absolutely none. And I was
Who's in charge?
Key. And only about one or two of them was working, and one water receptacle.
Now,
They need to fix them.
well, let's
right away.
hold on for a second so I could be clear. The bathrooms at Arawak Key isn't working.
The bathrooms at Awaki is like two of them working.
Only two
Potter's
working.
Key, none
None at Potter's
of
Key.
the women are working.
Who's in charge of Potter's Key?
I don't know, but I see people sitting out there on the other side who are clearly the waiters.
Okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to pass by to see where
They'll
exactly.
get that fixed right away, please.
Immediately.
They stay out there very late.
Okay,
All right.
I thank you, eh?
Okay. Thanks.
So, folks, we need those bathrooms fixing at Potter's Key Dock. After all, this is the International Year of the Woman Dem. It's powerful.
Indeed. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon. Doing great. Thank you.
Okay, so I just want to say something about the suicide situation.
Yes.
Okay.
There's so much problem going on in this country, and it looks like everybody up top is ignoring it. You got to get to the root of the problem to deal with it. When the man them can't take care of their wife and their children, and the baby crying, and the wife is making noise, the rent can't be paid, the mortgage is due, the light turn off, the water off. When you go to social service, you have to tell them what your great-grandmommy and daddy from back then to get a food slip for $70-something. Okay? Then when you go to the church, it's another situation. They say, oh, they want you got to come to church to try and get a package of food and all kind of. It's a lot of things going on in this country, and ain't nothing to make a man feel less than a man when he can't take care of his family. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So we have to face the real facts and see what's going on. Poverty is serious in this country.
That is true.
Women are much different from men. Before, women go and do, something like that. They'll go and hustle and see if they could get lunch or get a couple of dollars for their children to go to school. A man is not going to do that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm
everybody
understanding.
looking, they saying, oh, yeah, the man doing this, the man. Because the man is taking on much more responsibility than the woman. Yeah, we have single mothers and stuff who doing mommy and daddy part. And it's not easy. People living in car. These children going to school where you know how they eating, how they drinking. You don't know why sometimes the children don't even want to go home in the evening time. They being molested. It's all kind of different things.
That is true.
You know?
That
So
is
we
true.
need to get to the root and we need to face it and be real. Reality.
Woman, your comments are so powerful.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
if you know of any...
And you know, I want to tell you who this is. The same lady who complained about the fall down in the street on that road is still not safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
They ain't fixed it yet?
I know, there's a lot of problems.
Who's your MP?
Man, the last time I was trying to tell you all, you laugh at me, right? I think it was, when I say pear, but I heard it's pear global rule or... I'm not too sure.
Pierre Glover Roll? Okay, I'm gonna...
Yeah, you know, and I just walked out this evening and I was passing a neighbor and I said, man, look here, you know what they have in the road? They
Did you ever
cement in the road where the hole was so deep.
Did you ever send me the location marker?
Mr. Monker, yeah, I'm supposed to send that to you?
Yes.
But I ain't get it to you yet. But I'm going to do that just to see them when I pass there. Like I say, every time I pass, I get upset because
Stand
I
up,
think I'm going to lose my life.
stand up in the hole, send me the marker, and I shall make sure that the minister gets it. Okay?
Okay.
And make sure you identify the name of the street.
Yes.
I thank you very much. You are a saved woman. God bless you.
Yeah, y'all have a good evening.
Thank you.
You too. Street too.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Freedom March Call You Live. You know what it calls. Yeah. But you know, she said something very interesting.
What is it?
And I hope it's not true.
What's that?
That before a woman decides to do anything detrimental, she'll just try to find a way to resolve issues. Men should be thinking the same way too. I mean, let's say, for instance, you may have difficulty financially trying to support your family. Senator, do you recognize what I do for a living?
My
I
spiritual
just clean
advisor.
people's yards, Senator.
You are
Senator, I
a
just clean
God-fearing man.
I just clean people's yards, Senator. You know which
I'm
thousands
gonna
of yards?
celebrate
You know which thousands?
my operation, and we'll talk about.
Yeah, I just clean
we'll
yards
talk
for a
about
living,
cleaning.
man. You can make some money cleaning yards.
So, folks, I am leaving, and I am thankful that the organization for which I am employed has a charitable group, and of course, it is called IL
Cares Foundation.
Cares Foundation. So I want to thank IL Cares Foundation for this form of love. I want to thank Sabats and his entire leadership.
Wow.
And I want to thank the other citizens who have made a significant contribution. In the case of IL
Cares Foundation.
IL Cares Foundation, they have paid the entire bill.
What?
And when I told them what I have received, they said, you keep that right on the account for your recovery. So God is good.
All the time.
And I pledge my loyalty to the Bahamian people. And I think it's a blessing. So I want to thank them. It's very, very emotional.
Wow.
If you have to lose your legs. So it's powerful. So God is good. Anyway, my spiritual advisor, it's coming to the end of the show.
We did mention the police reservists, right?
Yes, we did. All right. It's coming to the end of the show.
And them not being paid.
Lord, I thank you for this blessing. God save the United States of America. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. May America and the Bahamas live in love and unity. God save the King. God save me. Pray for me, everybody.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Munker, his guests, and callers on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March